Hello there everybody, welcome to the Money Mental UK YouTube channel. I'm your host Andrew. I'm a part-time eBay reseller, Depop seller and a mental health advocate. I always forget the Depop bit, but that's done now. At the minute sales are pretty sluggish for me, so there's not much cash flow coming into the business. Got rent to pay on the HQ. Just paid this week, so I'm good for another week, but obviously I've got next week's rent to think about. So I am sourcing stock for my death piles rather than going out and buying stuff. I have large amounts of death piles that should keep me going for a number of months, so it's not too much of a worry for me. There's always fresh stock to list. So anyway, I've got here a box of stuff. So I got this box on camera, it's there. A box of stuff that I picked up from eBay a while back. Cost me a massive £20 for this mystery box. It's not actually a mystery box, I know what's inside it. It was listed quite clearly in the description and there were pictures, so I don't know why I'm calling it a mystery box really, because it's not. It's a box of coats that cost me 20 quid. Before we get into it, looks like we've got a couple of people watching. Damien's in. Hi Damien, he was first in. James is in as well. Hi James. And hello to anyone else who may be watching or is watching later. Yeah, let's get the haul out. So first item, we've got a duffel coat. It's a red duffel coat. Hi Jack. Red duffel coat. It's actually by Tommy Hilfiger. I wasn't expecting to see any brands in this, so we've got a vintage red Tommy Hilfiger duffel coat. That could be worth some good money. Apparently this is from if we have a look, can't even see which one. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is a 1990s Tommy Hilfiger piece, so yeah, very happy with that. Good condition, no issues. Yeah, good start. That's me 20 quid investment and more, paid it straight into profit on the first item on that sales. Deal for this cold snapper experiencer as well, so that's going to get listed today. Next item is another vintage black heavy coat. Looks like a men's one. Probably won't be a brand on this one. I think I was lucky to get that Tommy one. That was DKNY. Wow, a vintage DKNY coat. Yeah, nice. Okay, so yeah, another item that's alone going to cover the cost of the box. I really should look in my backlog more often. What have we got next? Another big vintage coat here. Yeah, Chaz, more stock. What's your name, Chaz, by the way? Sorry, I don't know you. Hi, Ali. This is from the backlog though. There's lots of stock in the backlog. So we had a DKNY coat, vintage coat, a vintage Tommy Hilfiger. We'll see if there's a brand on this one. I'm really tempted to order from this company again now, which is bad because I'm supposed to be saving money. But those first two items are just what does it say? Peng. Hi Leanne, hi Ashley. Yeah, so I've done. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I've done it like this is Canadian sportswear. August 1991 this was made. So yeah, another good vintage 90s piece there. Nice colour. And coat by the looks of it. Happy with that. Christ. Calvin Klein. Oh, that's brilliant. What a box. Can't believe they only charged me 20 for this. Vintage Calvin Klein coat. Long trench coat type thing. Ace. Brilliant. That will have money in it, even though Calvin Klein isn't a good brand. Hey Retro Vintage. I'm the one who was wishing Derek a happy birthday. Have you changed your name again? Have you, Guns? Mashed potatoes, welcome. Hi, Leanne. Hi, beautiful Ashley. Where did you get your double rails from? I bought them off eBay. They're okay. They do the job. They're just a bit of a pain to put together single-handed, but yeah, they're all right. I mean, they take a fair bit of stock, as you can see. Just got to make sure you screw them in tight, but I use my wrench, adjustable wrench, to do that. But yeah, the guys I bought them from are sold out now, but you can find loads on eBay. Make sure you get ones with height extenders as well. So this got a nice vintage coat. Not a brand, or the Portrait is the brand, assembled in Costa Rica, but just a really nice lady's coat there. Nice faux fur sort of lining and touches there. Little bit of a mark on it, but one that'll clean off. And then the final coat is this one. Another vintage one. Can't believe they didn't even mention that like half of it was branded. Like Westerfield, sold exclusively by Robert Hall Clothes, this one. So yeah, not a brand I'm familiar with, but yeah, another vintagey coat. I mean, let's say 25 quid on that one. Say 25 quid on that, that's 50 quid. 25 quid on that, that's 75. No, actually that's Calvin Klein, so that'll be more. Could be 40 quid, so what's that, 90 quid. So another 25 on this one, so 105. The vintage DKNY, and 40 quid, 145. The vintage Tommy duffel coat, probably pushed me up to a couple hundred quid. A couple hundred quid's worth of listings there from 20 quid. Boom. Do you have any concerns about how the increased popularity in wholesale clothing is going to affect? I'm not worried about a few YouTubers and whatnot buying wholesale clothing. If you look at the demand for used clothing as a whole, it increases year on year. So at the minute now, I think either this year or last year I think was, sorry, last year or 2019, one of the two, used sales actually overtook new clothing sales for the first time ever. It went up to 52%, and it's just increasing. It's an ever growing market. So not hugely concerned about that. There's always been plenty of people selling used clothing on eBay. At the minute, the only difference is rather than those people going to charity shops to get the stock, they're using wholesalers instead. They just simply change where they source from. But there isn't that much of an increase in the number of people selling used clothing overall. So not a huge worry. To be honest, I sell used clothing quite well all the time. February's traditionally a bit of a slow month because people's credit card bills and Christmas come in. So January and February are always a bit tight. But come March, April, May, should start seeing sales starting to soar again. So yeah, that was a long way of saying no, not worried. Yeah, what a brilliant haul that is. I mean, I'm saying it's a couple hundred quid's worth of stuff. Could be more. Need to do further research on it. But everything from there is 90s or older as well. So that will really help. And I really need to resist the urge to spend more money with them because I don't have it. I need to pay my rent next week. But yeah, good haul. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm going to go and get some of this stuff listed now because I'm taking full advantage of this cold snap to list some stock. I don't really mind if it sells or not. I'd like it to sell. If it doesn't, it can wait until next one, until the listing and the work's done then. Wholesalers will either raise their price or lower the quality of stock. Depends if you get a good wholesaler or not. I mean, businesses aren't going to change they might run out of stock because there's more demand, but they'll just increase their supply to compensate. So no, if any wholesaler lowers the quality of the stock, then just don't buy from them. Really, they shouldn't be doing that because at the end of the day, you know, they've got their business model. They know how much they're going to get. But yeah, don't see them lowering it. prices might go up. Starting to see a couple of wholesalers increasing their prices, but if you're sourcing the right product and you're leaving enough margin in it, then again you should be okay. The other thing is, every man and his dog is entering the wholesale market now. So there's like quite a lot of increased competition now in wholesale clothing. I don't call it vintage wholesale because although some companies might advertise themselves as vintage wholesalers, they just wholesale second-hand clothing. Some of it's vintage, some of it isn't. So if I ever see like vintage mixing and stuff, I assume that it's not going to be vintage. But yeah, there's a lot of competition out there at the minute as well, so that will lower prices slightly because, you know, quite a lot of businesses compete in price anyway, so I think it'll balance out overall. But yeah, I have seen a couple that are up in the prices. They're getting a lot of demand for some of this stuff. So yeah. Right, that's it. Hi Becky, beautiful Becky, how are you? You've joined right at the end of the video, but feel free to watch back. I've had some really good stuff in that box that I'm now going to go off and list. So thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye for now.